Okay, so I'm doing this video as a review on the TAO DB-17. So I can't really give too much a review about it because I've only rode it probably 3.5, 4 hours. But I can tell you what I like, what I dislike, and the problems that I've had with it. So far, the one problem that I had was that it wouldn't stay started and it was running super hot. So it was still under warranty, so I took it back and let them work on it, and I just got it back yesterday. Seems to be running a little bit better. I think possibly the valve clearance was off and the carburetor needed a little bit of adjustment, but since it was under warranty, I really didn't want to mess with it. Let's see. So since I got it back, it seems to be winding out a little bit better, going at higher RPMs, because before I took it back into the shop, it seemed to be sputtering out when I put it into higher RPMs, like in first, second gear. I'd get it up and give it some gas and it'd just sputter out, which that might be because it's a 4-cycle versus a 2-cycle. I've only have experience with 2 cycles, so I don't really know much about the 4-cycle and how they're supposed to run. But so it seems to be running a little bit better. It's way too muddy out there in the field today to be messing around. Something I like about it though is that these tires on it, I've got quite a bit of grip on them. When I go out, like leaning into the turns and stuff, it doesn't slide out from under me, even though how muddy it is. Shit, it should be sliding out, but I haven't had any problems with it. Now one problem is that for 3.5, 4 hours, the chain is super loose on it, so I'm gonna have to tighten that back up. And I've seen quite a few reviews about this particular dirt bike that people having trouble with the chains constantly getting loose. And I guess if I have too much trouble with it, I'll just grind off a link on it and like make it tighter myself. But so far it's been pretty decent. That's about it. It's the only 2 problems I've had with it. If anybody watching this happens to know what the valve clearance specs are, I mean, I'd love to know. I'm kind of lazy. I can look it up, but so according to the user manual, which is kind of strange on this, the seat height is supposed to be 30 inches, just a little over 30 inches. For some reason, my seat height is like 33, 34 inches, which is strange. I'm not really sure why why it's off like that, but it might be because the tires, I think that we got the one with like better tires on it. Not really sure. Like for being a kid's bike, I'm 6 foot tall and it just barely, I mean, if I sit up on it, like it is just straight right up on it and flat footed. So if this is a kid's bike, I mean, the kid would have to be at least 6 foot to be able to ride it comfortably and safely, because you want to be able to have your feet flat on the ground when you're just standing there. But as I said, I mean, I can't give too good of a review because I've only rode it 3.5, 4 hours. And I mean, I'm in a situation where I can't ride nearly as much as what I'd like to. But I've noticed that a lot of reviews on this, it's either reviews of unboxing it, or their first try at it. So I mean, I've rode it a few times. As you can see from it, I mean, it's kind of muddy right now because I was riding up through all the mud out in the back. It's been raining here for weeks now, and I mean, my backfield is so muddy that just the path to get out to it if I'm on my Grizz coming back up, it's at a slight incline. I have to put it in four-wheel drive to get up through the path. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, if any viewers out there might happen to know, like, what to do about the chain coming loose, because when I was riding it earlier, I mean, it kicked the chain off. So I was trying to milk it back to be able to work on it, and I mean, it just repeatedly kept kicking the chain off because it's incredibly loose. And it wasn't extremely tight when I took off with it earlier, but it wasn't nearly as loose as what it is. And given that it's brand new, I mean, a brand new chain's going to stretch a little bit. So that's the only problems I've had with it. Yeah, I know Chinese bikes, they have kind of a bad rap. And yeah, I mean, this thing's no Honda. It ain't meant for moto crossing. It's just meant to cruise around out on your yard with it and have a little bit of fun. It's not meant for jumping and like riding extremely aggressive. Though, I mean, for some reason I like to take my equipment and drive the piss out of it. So I'm going to keep doing reviews on this as it goes, as I put more and more miles on it and keep giving more reviews about what's going on with it. I have a little bit of mechanical incline, so I mean, pretty much anything that goes wrong with it, I mean, I can redo it. I mean, hell, I could even rebuild the engine if I wanted to, which I probably will some point in time, because I guarantee I'm going to screw it up. Just because of how I drive my equipment. I mean, I take good care of it, but I run the hell out of it. Yeah, I look forward to making more videos on this. I don't plan on getting rid of it. Like, once I outgrow this, I'm going to give it to the kids to screw around with. They'll have some fun on it. And it's a good learning experience, learning how to drive a manual, because it's completely manual. But yeah, if any viewers know, like, about the chain, like how to keep it tighter, because, I mean, it seems to be getting loose really quickly. And, I mean, like I said, if I have to, I'll grind a link off of it and make sure it's tight. But, alright, well, that's it for now, and I'll get another video up after I ride it a few more hours, and hopefully I might be able to top it out, because I haven't been able to top it out yet. The fastest I've had it is probably 25, maybe 30. I doubt it. It's probably about 25. But that was in, yeah, second gear, I think. Third gear, maybe. Not really sure. But it was way too muddy out there to even be trying to do that, because it's ridiculous right now. So hopefully we get some drier weather so I can really test this thing out. I might take it down the road a little bit and top it out, see how fast it goes. I'll have somebody follow me on my Grizzly to check the speed. Well, thanks for watching.